Hello, everyone. How do we start to teach intervallic reading for our students? Start with a guide note, like middle C, and have them play the very next white key going down. Have them play it as a broken interval and as a blocked interval. This is a step going down. It's also a second. And you can have the students look and say, okay, a second doesn't have any note or any key in between. And taking a look at this particular page in Succeeding at the Piano, students start to see that a second interval is a line note to a space note or a space note to a line note. So already they're thinking about patterns in the score. So on the next page, students are learning steps or seconds in the right hand. And we do the same thing. We start with middle C and we go up a second. All right, goodness, that's a step. And it looks like a line to a space. That's what all seconds look like. Or they look like a space note to a line note. That's what the patterns look like. So go ahead and get a whiteboard for your young students. I'm sure you all do this. Go ahead and get a piece of manuscript paper if you're older and just write a lot of seconds so that that looks really, really easy for you and that you could spot that second no matter where it is on a grand staff. So in this particular unit, I'm in Unit 7, you're going to see a bunch of videos of young children enjoying how to read and how to learn how to play the piano. Students learn the dotted half note for the first time, and they also learn B in the bass clef with a really great piece called A Big Snow Cone by Kevin Costley. This one goes like this. I was just talking with Kevin Costley, and so I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I know that Kevin, who's from the South, loves snow. So we always talk about the snow up here in the North. Okay, so also in Unit 7, if we go to the recital book, there's a terrific piece called Poor Dog Named Bright. And you know me, I want students to internalize the rhythm before they play anything. So have the student go ahead and tap the rhythm on their thighs, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, etc., etc. Have yourself play it while your students are pointing to the notes. And why we have students point to the notes in the music, it's so that they don't get lost. So they keep reading from left to right. And then you could have them say the words. So poor dog named Bright ran off with all his might because the cat was after him. Poor dog named Bright. And it has some really great dotted half notes that they just learned, and they're reviewing a whole note at the end. This piece, I have to show you what it sounds like. You have to hear this. So here's the student part. Because the cat was after him, poor dog named Bright. And at the end of the piece, I say, go ahead and roll your wrist off the keys, wrist first, and place them on your lap. And there you have students who will always start pieces beautifully. They'll end their pieces beautifully. And when they have to play in front of others, this will become a natural habit. This teacher duet part was written by Tim Brown, and listen to its jazziness. Such great music in Succeeding at the Piano from Timothy Brown, Ed McLean, Mary Leaf, Kevin Olson, Kevin Costley, me, and Valerie Roth-Robos. So your students will enjoy many different personalities throughout this method. So that was one more unit, and enjoy all the videos. All right, so now let's take a look at Unit 7, Poor Dog Named Bright, on page 16. Oh my goodness, guess what we're doing? We are reviewing the guide notes again. So this piece goes like this.
note is the dotted half note in this piece. Oh my goodness. Oh, do you know what I was just thinking about? That it was in the recital book. I thought to myself, where did the students learn the dotted half note? Well, they learned it in Unit 7 of the Lesson and Technique book.
So this one, circle the dotted half notes. I'm going to give you a pencil. Where are our dotted half notes? That's all of them. Very good. And the time signature is what at the beginning of the piece?
4/4.
Good. And does it really, really have 4 beats in every measure?
Yes.
Yes, it definitely does. Okay. So before we start to play the piece, why don't we go ahead and tap the rhythm on the lid of the piano? Okay. I think I'll have you tap, and I'm going to point.
Okay.
1, 2.
Wait.
Yes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
1, 2, 3. Let's do this. Let's do this measure. 1, 2, 3. Very good. We didn't even count out loud, and it was so good. Are you thinking you're counting in your mind? Very, very mature of you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we have 2 guide notes. And what are they in this piece?
Middle C
Mm-hmm.
and
Do we have a treble clef down?
no.
Yes. So this is what guide note? Bass clef F. And this time you have a new finger down there for the F. Just again to change up your hand position a little bit.
3.
Yes, 3. There you go. And then your thumb is on C. Wow, you have beautiful hand position. Good. Just think of all those nice little knuckles. Good. Little hills. Good for you. So do you want to try it?
Sure.
You know what? Before you play the whole thing, why don't we play the last 2 measures? Because this is when both hands play together, right? Let's try those. All right. So do you want to try the entire piece now? 3rd finger on that bass clef F.
Wait.
Take it a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Good. And when you practice this piece at home, I want you to play in your sound. So in this entire piece, it has one dynamic level. What is that?
4/4.
That's a time signature. No. The dynamic is either forte or piano. Forte. So I'd like for you to choose any measure in this entire piece, your choice, and I would like for you to play it forte.
Okay.
Okay. Any measure you would like. Go ahead. Your choice.
Okay.
All right, you're going to play the last 2 measures, and you're going to play them nice and forte, warmly and big.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah, if you use a little bit more that drip drop roll boy, you listen to my forte sound, right? And all I really have to do is drop my weight into the bottom of the key, and I get that fantastic warm sound. I want to try that again. It's a little bit more dropping of your arm weight. 2, 3, 4, off. Did you hear the difference? Yes. Good. So we actually could have a little drip, drop, roll boy there. No, wait, right. So drip, drop, roll. You'll remember for a good, warm forte. Nice. The words to this are: poor dog named Bright ran off with all his might because the cat was after him. Poor dog named Bright. What do you think of that poor dog? It's a ferocious cat, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought cats were afraid of dogs.
I know, that's why it's even funnier. Very nice. Good counting of the whole notes at the end. So why don't we try this together? And this time I'm going to move you up the octave again. I'll fix that once I move you up the octave, okay? Okay. So where are you going to play? Good. Now, let's play with a bigger sound. Can you give me a bigger sound? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
There you go. That's a better forte. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Because the cat was after him. Poor dog named Bright. Okay.
And then
Can you play the? When you play the thumb? Can you see a C? Can you see a C between your thumb and your second finger? Yes. Yeah, you're not going to use your second finger on the key. All right. It's just to keep your hand as a nice little ball. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right. You want to hear the duet part with it?
So here in Unit 7 on page 40, steps in the bass staff, Mozart is giving your students some practice steps. Isn't that marvelous? Oh my goodness. Very simple and accessible. Oh my goodness.
Stepping down, stepping up, learning notes is easy.
And you can take buttons or little erasers and put them on the white key so the students can really visualize what those steps look like. Treble clef melody is on page 41. And guess who's there? Beethoven is helping your students use the exact same practice strategies as the preceding piece so they really remember them. So treble clef melody goes like this.
Stepping up, stepping down, C, C, D, D, E, stepping down, stepping up, E, E, D, D, C, C.
And you notice I'm pointing to the notes as I'm playing. That's a great thing to do, right, for our students. Having them always point to the notes as you're playing it, singing it with them. And then when they're playing, we can certainly move our fingers to the notes or have a pencil that always moves their eyes through the bar lines to the end of the piece.
Very nice. Can you show me one measure where there are steps going down? Absolutely. And how about showing me a measure where the steps are going up? Good. And how about a measure that has steps going up and down? Both. Yes, absolutely. Good for you. All right, and how about treble clef melody? This one has different dynamics, right? You start forte, and then what happens?
Then you go
Right. And
forte.
then forte, all the way through to the end. Absolutely.
So forte A. Forte, forte,
Forte. Yes, and all the way to the very end. And what are the names of the three notes that you're playing in treble clef melody? The letter names.
C, D, and E.
C, D, and E. Okay. Yep, those three. All right, go ahead and find them on the piano and let's play it. Time. I counted with 4 beats in every measure, didn't I? Okay, why don't you do it with me? 1, start on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And since we counted in 4, that's called the time signature, right? And where do you see it in your music? Yes, and that always shows you how many beats are in every measure, right?
The top one always shows you how many beats in the measure.
Yes, absolutely. That's what it is. Shall we breathe together to begin? Lively?
Mm-hmm.
It certainly was. Good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do the other one for the right hand. And this one I do play lower than you. You still play as written. It's written.
I like this because so this is 5, and this is 4, this is 2.
You like to use the fingers 4 and 2. Yes. Okay. Good. So since you know this piece so well, how about if you focus on all 4 knuckles looking like little hills? Yes. That looks beautiful. Good for hand position.
The dotted half note is on page 42. I love these little rabbits that are clapping for the students. So here the dotted half note is, we're going to say 1, 2, 3. But those would be 3 quarter notes, wouldn't they? So let's go ahead and show our students what the dotted half note sounds like. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or clap, hold, hold. Clap, hold, hold for 3 beats.
So here, let's go ahead and count. We're going to go low. Clap, hold, hold. Clap, hold, hold. Clap, hold, hold. Clap, hold, hold. And if we were going to say the numbers, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So how about if I point and you clap and count this little line? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I loved how you held your hands together during those dotted half notes. Now do you notice there's a new time signature?
3, 4.
And the top note means, can you tell how many beats are in every measure?
Oh, 3 beats are in every measure.
Absolutely.
So that's what this means.
That's exactly what that means. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and tap this one now?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you knew exactly what to do, even though it's missing some bar lines. So why don't you go ahead and add those missing bar lines? There you go. Yes. Now it's absolutely correct. Good. And this double bar line at the end means what?
Means it's
That we've stopped, yes. So on this page this week, what I'd like for you to do is just write in the counting, okay?
On page 43, the students are learning the dotted half note, and they're focusing on a new note, B. And a B is a step below middle C, so we always want to make sure our students understand the intervallic connection between a step as well as just naming the notes and memorizing them. Okay, my goodness, I haven't played this piece in a while, but let's see if I can play the teacher part and the student part at the same time. A Big Snow Cone by Kevin Costley. I want a really big snow cone. On a hot day, it's refreshing and cool. Now we have the dotted half note. How can you tell something is a dotted half note? Can you describe it to me?
how something is a dotted
Yes.
note.
Yes. How can you tell it's Mr. Dotted Half Note?
Because it has a dot.
Because it has a dot next to it. Right. Okay, and how many beats does it get?
3.
3. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and let's tap out the rhythm of a big snow cone. So you have just a few notes in your left hand, right? So these are the only ones that we're going to tap with the left hand. Okay, everything else is with the right hand, right? Okay. All right, so let's take it from the top. 1, 2, good. Can you count it out loud with me? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's do that last line one more time so you feel really confident. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Put your hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You want to do it one more time? One more time. On your own. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bravo. Very good. Okay, so let's take it from the top. What's the new note in your left hand?
Oh, B.
It's a B. Okay, and go ahead and show me that step below middle C, which is a B. Yes, and what finger plays that B?
Oh, the 1.
The 1. Good. So now you're in almost middle C position. And so you don't have to have your both thumbs on middle C. They can be very comfortable right next to each other. Got it? Okay, go for it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Are you comfortable enough to play it with a duet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So your part says play 1 octave higher. So where are you going to put your hands? Wow, you're so fast. Good for you. It says for my part that I'm going to use pedal. So that's going to make it sound really nice. Ready? Wasn't that excellent?
Yeah.
That was so good.
You will notice that I don't keep students in middle C position for that long. So here, the right hand plays the thumb on middle C, and the left hand is playing the thumb on B. So I called this almost middle C position, and you're going to see that a lot in the rest of the pieces in succeeding at the piano preparatory level. All right, so my goodness, the theory book and the recital book has some fabulous pieces in it, but let's go on to Unit 8 together.